Here's Brody Brazil.
This video is all about extra innings of big league baseball games, and specifically the ghost runner, right? That new rule, it was implemented in 2020. Baseball was trying to get games over quicker, especially at the end, so they decided to start every extra frame with a runner on second. But what if they modified the rule to put that ghost runner on first instead of second base during extra innings of regular season games? Would that be better? Is that a worse idea? Or quite honestly, does it even make a difference? Consider that while you also hopefully consider this. Subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to grow this thing out, and I really need your help. So here's a couple different thoughts on the ghost runner at first base. Why would you want to try this instead of second? Well, a lot of people felt like when this was introduced, and for the reason of getting games over quicker, that the ghost runner idea was kind of a gimmick. Because how do you even score this? Is it an earned run? That runner was never a batter. Who do you charge this to? Like, there's a lot of questions that don't have great answers. And yeah, baseball has never done this before. So how do we do this from a traditional sense? Well, if you're trying to go back to a least impactful way to influence games, instead of second base, where that runner's already in scoring position, put them at first base. It's still an advantage. It's just not as much of an advantage. But therein lies the double-edged sword part of this. If you're trying to do it to impart change, is that imparting enough change? The difference between first and second base, it's huge, right? Because to the next point here, if you're at first base, you're probably not going to score on two groundouts. Let's put that runner at second for a second. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. Runner moves from second to third. Now there's one out. Let's say I hit another ground ball that's to the shortstop and they make the next out. Throw across the diamond, but that runner from third scores. Two groundouts, two outs, and I get the run. And maybe our team wins. And on two groundouts? Is that sexy at all? Is that how baseball should be played? I don't know, but it happens all the time. If you put that runner at first, not only are you introducing the thought of a double play to eliminate that runner if there's a ground ball to the right or left side of the infield, doesn't even really matter. But even if you hit two grounders, one to the left, one to the right side of the infield, they're not going to score on those two groundouts if they start at first base. And then last thought here, why do this? Well, maybe some people think that extra inning games are ending too quickly these days. When was the last time you saw a game get to the 13th even, or the 14th? That's like uncharted territory anymore. For me, in the last several years and covering these all the time like I do, yeah, games typically end in the 10th, 11th, or 12th now at the very latest. So those are some ideas, and I don't even know if I agree with all those, but I want to point them out of why you might want to do this. Now, here's some ideas of why you'd want to keep that runner at second versus first base. And number one, isn't this what we're aiming for? To avoid ever having a 14th inning on behalf of the bullpen, on behalf of the sleep schedules, the travel schedules, the fans that want to see a game start to finish and they can't stay up till 12:30 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning if it's a West Coast game and they're out east. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a method proven to make things more efficient, and it's working. Why would you want to mess with this? It also kind of ups the urgency of extra innings. It's kind of like in playoff football when you give each team a possession, you start them on a certain yard line and say, okay, try and score, get a touchdown, get a field goal, play that strategy. Same thing here in baseball. We're giving you a huge advantage. Score that runner from second. If you can't score them, the home team's going to get their chance, obviously. And then the last part here, I'm not sure if this ever even gets considered to a deep level, but plays at the plate. If a runner's at second, right, a single could induce a play at the plate, a very exciting situation. If they're at first base with nobody out, a single, it's gonna have to be a double, right? To put it in the gap, to give that chance for the runner to go 270 feet and score. So plays at the plate, exciting plays, maybe exciting finishes, a walk-off situation for the home team. The runner at second, it makes the game a lot more urgent, and it also can create a lot more exciting plays to conclude games. Quite honestly, I'm in favor of keeping the runner at second, but I don't know how you feel. I just wanted to pitch this. What if we move the runner to first? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below.